Welcome back to Good Day State Line. We're hanging out with Zac, who is the spirits manager at Artale. We're getting ready for whiskey and wine Saturday the 15th.
It's coming up. It's right around the corner. You know, all these events, it's a lot of planning on our end, so it's exciting when we're like, we're right here, we're on the cusp of it, we're just excited to do the events. So yeah.
Yeah, you mean you actually plan it? You just don't show up one day, grab everything off the shelf?
We do a little planning, yeah. We don't try to wing too much last minute, but yeah, so a lot goes into it, but this was a great event last year. It was the first time we did it. And it was a huge hit. We had tons of great feedback. Around like 200 people showed up last year, so we're hoping for about the same or more this year. But yeah, it'll be a good one. You know, weather hopefully look like it's going to hold out for us. So yeah, we're excited for it.
I'm excited too. I love events like this, and I think, you know, we get to do Wine Wednesday with Artale every week, so I have now become a low-key wine expert.
She's an
people
expert.
ask me a lot about wine, right?
Nice,
and
nice.
I'm like, you just got to try it. You just got to try it. So this is an
tasting.
event where you actually get to do that.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. It's fun to learn about wine. You can read a lot. You can do all sorts of things. But really the biggest thing is tasting. It's going out and seeing what you like, what you enjoy. And yeah, an event like this, there's going to be so many wines there that are just styles that you might normally never touch. It's words that are unfamiliar with you. And same thing on the whiskey side too. A lot of people kind of get pigeonholed into their preference areas. So an event like this, there's going to be a little bit of everything in it.
So how do you decide what wines and what whiskeys get to be part of this event?
Sure, yeah, we like, you know, being a small shop, we have wholesalers that work really well with us, that we have good relationships with, so they always get kind of, you know, first choice to come up and show to these events. But it's really new things that we want to get in front of people, items that kind of like these, which we're going to be tasting here in a little bit, are some of like our single barrel picks that we do here at the store. So yeah, it's just kind of, you know, who's available, who we want to work with, and just putting together kind of a rounded, balanced lineup of a little bit of everything.
I like that, and you're really running the gamut. At least last year, we were walking around with all the wines at like 1, 2, 3 tables of wine, then 3 tables of whiskey, and there's like 3 or 4 at each table. There's so many.
Yeah, I mean, we're planning on like 20-ish tables total, and then most people are pouring, you know, 6 to 8 things. So
Eat a hearty
you can't try it all. You can't try it all. There will be food trucks, lots of food options down there, which is good. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be overwhelming options, which kind of makes it fun. But yeah, whatever your preference is, if you're new to both wine and whiskey and you're just looking to try, or if you are a seasoned wino and, you know, bourbon expert, it's something for everybody for sure.
All right, so tell me about the whiskey that we're going to try today.
Yeah, so what we're tasting today is this. I mentioned our single barrel picks. This is a concept that it's all whiskey from one single wine barrel finish. So it's a blend of whiskeys that they put into one individual barrel, and then we got to taste and decide if we liked it enough to commit to buying a whole bunch of it.
Your name's on there.
That's right on the front there, Artale
so
Co. But yeah, so this is a cool company. They're based in Kentucky. Like I said, they do a lot of blending. But this one in particular kind of combines our love of spirits and wine. This has the wine finish to it. But yeah, so a cool concept, whiskeys that were blended together, put into one barrel. The barrel is a Tokai wine barrel, which is a Hungarian oak, and it's a dessert wine. So it imparts like some stone fruit, peach, tangerine flavor to a kind of an older base whiskey, which is going to give you that kind of like more woodiness to it. It's really fantastic. It drinks super nice for what it is. This company in particular never proofs down their products, so they add no water. So this is exactly what came out of the barrel that it aged in. You're getting what the people at the distilleries taste.
Cool.
So it is strong, a little bit higher proof, a little more alcohol to it, but it's pretty pleasant and pretty easy to drink.
How do we do whiskey tasting, just like you did?
So yeah, so I like to give it a little swirl. I mean, this bottle's been open, so it should be you know, properly decanted, and then you just kind of nose it so you know what you're getting into. Smells like whiskey, but yeah, I do really love those kind of like softer like fruit notes that this has. You definitely get some of that like older kind of like musty wood character, which I really like. And there's some like definite like vanilla-y kind of character
Smells like
here.
a grandpa.
So yeah, well, let's see what you think.
I just was scared I was going to take the whole shot.
I'm impressed. This is cash strength. Like I said, this is strong.
I did it.
So yeah, and so something like this, these are projects that we always are working on something new, and it's a unique project. Like you said, our name is right on the front.
So cool.
This bottle is only available here and the place that we split this with, but nobody else is getting this thing, and so it kind of has our personal touch on it, which we're all about here.
Yeah, I definitely think that this is a great event to come to. to try the whiskeys. I like it because I'm not a whiskey drinker, but like I will still try some.
Yeah,
Because it's good to know what's out there.
As long as you're adventurous with tasting stuff, that you might find that you love kind of some particular areas of whiskey, you know. So yeah, coming to an event like this, it keeps you kind of in the know of what's going on. But then also you can kind of find your safe space and drink whatever you want while you're there.
On the wine side.
Yeah.
So the best part too is that part of this is the fact that it's a fundraiser for City Market.
Yep.
So I know that this is how they raise all the money to be able to do all of the free events throughout the year for the community, which is really great.
Yeah, and we're excited. You know, we always do whatever you're tasting that day. You have the opportunity to fill out an order and pick up here at the store, and we're donating 15% of those proceeds back to the City Market. So that just kind of includes, you know. It works out for everybody.
Yeah.
It's something that is good for Rockford. It's all right here in town, and like I said, it's going to be a fun event, and you'll definitely find some things that you like for sure.
Yeah, and I love that it's like afternoon drinking.
You know,
3
3 to 6. You know, $50 ticket, so it's not a huge commitment.
Yeah.
There are tickets at the door, $60 if you get there the day of. So if you're a commitment phobe or you've got things up in the air, if it last minute it opens up, you can definitely just show up the day of and grab a ticket, which is pretty cool.
Coming up next on GDS, we'll find out this year's most popular Halloween candy on Tuesday Trends. Don't go anywhere.